The franchisees that used 99X between 1975 and 1985 were between anywhere in the United States and Canada, even all the way over to Ireland. Now, at first, Uncle Harley had Bill Summers challenged in recreating his recipe through the flavor of it, and they were going to use that for the Claudia Sanders Dinner House, formerly known as the Colonel's Lady. Bill Summers did such a good job at doing this. It wasn't 100% his recipe, but he did a good job at doing it, that Uncle Harley suggested to Brown and Massey that they use Mary & Kay Spices as the bulk provider for the original recipe. He trusted them with it, and he knew that they could do the job. This does not mean he gave them the list of the 11 herbs and spices. There's a common misconception and misreporting from people saying that Colonel Sanders went around and gave the list of recipe to everybody. But when it comes to 99X, he was told no, they would not use them. Brown and Massey already signed a contract with Sexton and Stange to create the recipe, package it, and send it out to the franchisees. This was a legal binding contract that they signed for so many years that they had to use them. And it was such a watertight contract because it was the secret recipe that they couldn't just cut it off like they did a bunch of other franchisees when they first purchased Kentucky Fried Chicken and cut off the joint locations of like Jack Pirtle's featuring Kentucky Fried Chicken, or Carter's featuring Kentucky Fried Chicken, or Champ's featuring Kentucky Fried Chicken. They went to standalone locations, so they cut the contracts that they had or the agreements they had with Colonel Sanders and opened standalone locations, which took away the business of the franchisees that were operating a dual location. So anyways, Uncle Harley got his trusted franchisees and told them, use this, it's better than what corporate's having you use today. He didn't like the changes that were happening. Too many new franchisees were cutting corners to save a quick buck. The management was horrible, and the corporation owners were not doing their job as Uncle Harley would have done it. So out of spite, he gave them 99X and the contact information to Mary & Kay Spices and told them, use 99X. This is better. And they did. Don't get me wrong, 99X is a very good recipe. Uncle Harley deemed it worthy enough to use in his wife's restaurant and to give to franchisees. He figured if they're going to change something, they might as well make it good. This all ended in the 1980s after Kentucky Fried Chicken caught wind and filed a lawsuit against Mary & Kay Spices, which, according to Cordell Reed, was dropped by Kentucky Fried Chicken because they didn't have grounds to sue. It was the franchisees in violation and Uncle Harley, who was dead at the time now. By the time that they found out he was dead, they couldn't prosecute him or charge him with anything for violation of his contract. But the franchisees got punished for using it. And that's 1985, that's when the cutoff happened. There was no more 99X used in Kentucky Fried Chicken outlet.